Has a circus ever changed your life? What happened? The night the tent sprang up was as sudden as a desert storm, silent until the thunder strikes. That's how the gypsy circus came to our little town, an enigma wrapped in canvas and rope, causing a stir at City Hall so fierce not even the mayor could ignore it. And there I was, tagging along with my older brother Tommy and his dubious circle of friends, a group of local toughs I couldn't seem to shake off. At 15, I was caught somewhere between wanting to grow up and missing the simpler times when a scraped knee was my biggest worry. Frankie, the worst of Tommy's friends, elbowed me hard as we approached the circus entrance. "How much money you got?" he demanded. Of all the bruises I'd ever taken, the ones he gave always seemed to hurt the longest. He grabbed the $20 Mom had given me, not knowing about the 5 I had stashed away, my secret ticket to a candy apple, a rare treat against Dad's dental decrees. They ditched me as soon as we passed the ticket booth, the circus swallowing them up before I could even protest. Left alone, I ventured deeper, where barkers shouted from all corners and tents towered like giants in a fairy tale. "Come one, come all," they called, their voices dipping and diving through the night air. Inside, the tent was a different universe, where the ordinary flipped on its head, and the impossible sprawled out for all to see. I tossed a peanut to an elephant and watched, wide-eyed, as the lion tamer performed a dance with death, his head so close to the lion's gnashing teeth that I could see the contract between life and obliteration etched into the moment. I contemplated watching the show a second time, but the siren call of a caramel-coated apple was too potent to resist. As I walked toward the food trailers, a voice cut through the cacophony. "Read your fortune for $1, she called, and there she was, a girl with eyes like mismatched gems and a presence that seemed to pull the very stars a bit closer to Earth. Her gaze was a beacon in the chaotic night, and I found myself drawn in, curiosity mingled with burgeoning desire. Her tent smelled of incense and secrets. She took my hand, tracing lines that tickled and burned all at once. "You need to stand up for yourself. Do not let others control your fate," she warned, her voice a melody that I'd remember long after the circus left town. Advice I'd wish I'd embraced sooner. Emerging from the tent, the chill of the night snapped me back to reality. Frankie's sneer greeted us. "The little monkey has a girlfriend," he jeered. His grip tightened on her arm as she tried to pass, and in that moment, my heart pounded, not just with fear, but with fury. "Hang on," Frankie smirked, pulling her closer. "I got $1. I want my fortune told. Matter of fact, what will a 10 get me?" His words were like venom, his intentions clear as he lunged at her. The chaos that followed was a blur of dust and shadows. Frankie's fist connected with her face, and James shoved a switchblade against my back, his breath foul as he hissed threats that froze my blood. The world shrunk to that moment, her cries muffled by the tent walls, my helplessness a chain around my neck. I'd live forever with the memory of that night, the way the stars looked indifferent above us, the scent of popcorn mingling with fear, and the silent screams that followed me all the way home. That circus didn't just bring whimsy and wonder, it brought darkness too, the kind that festers and spreads, staining everything it touches. And for me, it marked the end of innocence and the beginning of a long, hard reckoning with courage and the cost of silence.